Shalom and welcome. We are the Hebrew Sisters. And today, the Hebrew Sisters are going to be sharing with you this whole month some very important words that are in the Hebrew language. They've been around for thousands of years, and their meanings are so rich and so deep and have so many dimensions to them that we know that it's going to bless your life. Today, we're going to share with you a word that many of you have heard maybe many times, but when you translate Hebrew into English, you lose a lot in translation. Well, we're going to share a lot about the meaning of the word today, Shalom. Now, people say shalom means peace or peace be to you or goodwill to you, but it means so much more. The word shalom actually means, on the first level, the most obvious level, the most simple level, it actually means may you be fulfilled. Body, soul, and spirit. May everything be well in your life. May your body be well and healthy. May your spirit be alive and whole and clean and happy. And may your soul, which is your heart and your emotions, also be at peace, full of joy. May all of you be well. May you be fulfilled. You know, in the land of Israel, when we're there, when we say hello, we say shalom. When we say goodbye, we say shalom. What we're saying is, because we care about you, may all be fulfilled in your life.
Oh, I love what you're saying, Yana, and it is a greeting that we use, especially when we're in Israel. But also, I want to take it to a little bit of a deeper level, because sometimes whenever we just say hello in English, we're just greeting someone, and sometimes that's what we do when we're saying shalom. And yet in biblical times, it meant so much more than just a greeting what we use it for today. So when we just take the definition of shalom, not only does it mean what Yana said, but it also means to restore or make right. In other words, something has to have happened in order for there to be restoration. If we take it into the Paleo Hebrew, now Paleo Hebrew is this. Before we got modern Hebrew, there was Babylonian Hebrew, which was spoken in the time of the book of Daniel or King Nebuchadnezzar. But before that was Paleo Hebrew. And Paleo Hebrew is easy to understand if you put it in the terms of hieroglyphics. It's pictures that were used instead of actual letters. And so it drew a picture, and there were concepts that were created around this. So the Paleo Hebrew, get this, of the letters for shalom means this: consume the leader so he can be connected to greatness.
Whoa!
Now, that is just a little bit more than a greeting, but let me explain it to you like this. So in Exodus 4, Moses has been sent to the backside of the desert. Now remember, Moses was with Israel, but he was raised in the Egyptian courts. And so the Israelites looked at Moses not as a brother, but as someone that had separated from them. And, you know, what are you doing? You're living your life in the courts, and here we are in a difficult place. And then we know the story. Moses gets sent to the backside of the desert for 40 years. And in those 40 years, I can promise you, if you understand the scripture, Moses became a changed man. He no longer lived in the courts of the Pharaoh, but he was on the backside of the desert, living in a dry, barren place, struggling to bring forth the things for his household, learning some things about himself. And then one day, Adonai appears to him and says, you know, Moshe, I want you to go back now to Egypt. And in going back to Egypt, there's a purpose for this, to return, is to rescue the people. But Moshe could not go back in his original state.
Right.
He had to be consumed, that original state, or not original state, but who he had become in Pharaoh's court, had to be destroyed. It had to be consumed so that he could truly return as he really is, the greatness of who he really is. And so there's a specific scripture in Exodus 4:18 when he's getting ready to return to Egypt to rescue or to free the Israelites. His father-in-law Yithro says to him, Moshe, go in peace, or go in shalom. Meaning, Yithro had watched this transformation happen. He watched Moshe come in this immature place, but leave in this mature place. He watched him come in a place of being who he was known as, and then broken down so he could be built up into the greatness and return to do the greatness in the kingdom work.
That is so beautiful. So shalom, a greeting, means may you be fulfilled, but at a deeper level. You see, that's the thing about Hebrew. There are 72 layers to every phrase. 72. So here are just one or two of them. Number one, may you be fulfilled. Number two, consume the leader so that you can be connected to greatness and to restore and to make right. And so when we say to one another, shalom, we're saying, may you be connected to greatness. May there not be anyone that keeps you from that. No authority figure that keeps you from that. May all authority figures support you, bless you, be behind you, rooting you on, applauding you in what you do. And good parents do things like that. And so do productive work environments. That's what we want for you.
Absolutely.
That you are applauded, that you are connected to greatness, that you have been restored, and that all things that are not right in your life have been made right so that you can be fulfilled.
I think there's another level of this, Yana, that we need to understand as well. That sometimes when difficult things are happening in our life, we tend to focus on the difficulty of that situation. And yet it's those difficult situations that bring forth the greatness of who we really are and who you really are. And so today, as you're in your circumstances, in your situations, in the things that are going on in life, rather than look at the difficulty of them, begin to focus on the greatness that they are bringing out in you. We have the opportunity to show the character of who we really are, of who the kingdom is inside of us, whenever we embrace these things that are in our life and begin to shift our focus from the negative to the positive, from the difficult to the greatness, from the darkness to the light. If we will allow that kind of peace to come into our
that
hearts.
That kind of shalom.
Come on now.
That kind of shalom, from what we don't want to what we do want.
That's it right there.
And if you're enjoying this, we have all kinds of other wonderful teachings we would love for you to watch, and to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We have a whole month talking about meditation, conflict resolution, and other important stuff. What to do if you're feeling lonely, how to create the life that you desire. You'll find us on the channel named The Hebrew Sisters. But for now, our blessing to you as we say goodbye for today is Shalom and Shalom.